Hi everyone, Lee here, or Pennant, or Kitty Black Sheep, whatever you want to call me, that's okay. So, I promised you a tutorial about how to turn your tissues into something that you can use for the tissue alpaca. So, for comparison, I have 4 alpacas on my bed today. You can't really see them, sorry, my camera work is really wobbly. Alright, so you have the blue collar play series. It's about 45 centimeters in height. So, I mean, you can compare it to the size so you can see, like, what you're getting. And then you have the color, well, the monotone series, and that's my own personal alpaca. And Derek is, like, 55 centimeters tall. So, you can see, like, how short the tissue packet is. Then you have the older series. So, the older series is, like, it doesn't have legs. No legs for the older series. So, you can see its tag. This is what the tag looks like. Yeah, I paid 800 yen for this. It was really cheap. So it doesn't have any legs. No legs for it. So it has a polka dot like center. The pink one that I have on my bed is the newest series. So you can see where she is. She's kind of short. She's a little bit shorter than the blue series. But she doesn't have any fun inside coloring. It's just plain. I show people that I'm not crazy. They actually do have these. So you can like put them inside the alpaca and it'll fit. So I got pink so you guys can see like what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so first step is take the tissues out of the bag or box or whatever. It's pretty self-explanatory, just take it out. I just popped it open and I like lions, so I might actually put my tissues back after I'm done showing you guys how to do this. But yeah, so make sure that you have like a nice set tissue. Blow your nose if you have to. I don't know. Alright, so just make sure it's nice and neat. And next step, you're going to put the tissues, you're going to separate like maybe half, like that much, to go into your bag. Alright, so my tissues are in the bag, so you can see it's kind of clear. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to tape up the sides. So you're going to make like this version, your own version, a makeshift version, if you would. So let's go tape them up. So I have clear tape. I think clear tape works the best because it's thicker, and you're going to need the thickness for the last step, the really important step, I might add. Alright, so all taped up. You're going to want to like have enough room that it'll actually fit in your alpaca. You don't want to make it so small. See, it doesn't exactly like cover the whole entire, like it doesn't cling to the tissue. So you want to make it loose enough that there's some room, like that's okay. And then for the most important step, you're going to want to take a piece of tape and put it over the top straight in the middle. You want to do this because when you make the slit, you don't want to like, your tissues are going to keep pulling out, so you want to give it enough, like just enough, I don't know how to explain it. I've been talking in Japanese all day, but you want to give it enough, reinforcement, that's what I'm going to say, reinforcement, so that when you're pulling the tissues, you're not ripping the plastic around. So, as you can see, I taped it up on the back. You could possibly, oops, I just hit, so you could possibly tape across this side and use like, see how I made like this whole back tape? You could use that, but you want to preserve the tissue, like the top tissue, because that's the tissue that's easiest to pick up. Okay, so I went ahead and made that strip, as you can see. It's clear. I caught some of my hair, but it's not going to matter. So I couldn't find my X-Acto knife, so I'm going to use my blades that I bought to replace it. Alright, so when you take the X-Acto knife and make your cut, you're not going to want to go all the way across. You're actually going to want to leave like some space. And then you're going to take tape and reinforce these, because you don't want, as you're pulling the tissues out, for it to split open over here. I mean, it won't really work that well. So I'm going to go ahead, do this, and then you're pretty much done. You just put it in your alpaca and you're good to go. So it's super easy. I could do it, and I'm not the most crafty person ever. I mean, look at Derek. He doesn't have his leather jacket yet. And also, you cannot dye stuffed animals. So I've been let me tell you, I have to write a muse, a very strongly worded letter about that, okay? Because there should be a red alpaca so I could have a styles to my Derek, but no. I literally did spend a couple hours on the internet Googling if you could dye stuffed animals, and I am totally getting off tangent. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make these tapes over here, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in the alpaca. Okay, so now my pink alpaca is now fluffing some stuff in her junk. I don't know, I just totally messed it up. So you can see how it fits. It fits perfectly, right? Yeah. So then you're going to want to flip her over, and hold on, if I did this right, oh my gosh, I hope I put it up the right side. Dum-de-dum. Of course, I'm probably going to rip out all the tissues I just put in. Ta-da! So, there you have it. And I really like using plastic bags. I have a stuffed tiger that's the same as, like, stuffed alpaca, and I use bags because when you're sick and you're not feeling well, you want something to cuddle with that's also washable, and when it has tissues in it, that's great. So if you have a plastic bag inside, it's really easy to give her a squish. If you have a box inside, it's kind of difficult. It's actually really difficult. So as you can see, the stuff over here prevents it from coming out. Yeah, so I should have made the bag a little bit larger, but if you're really worried about it too, you can also safety pin the bag to the straps. Sometimes I do that with my line and it works out pretty well. Let me show you the tags real quick so you guys know what you're looking for. This is the newest alpaca, okay? So when you're on eBay or something, or you're like, Leah, I don't want to buy from you because you're slow at shipping. I am. This is what you want to look for. You want to make sure that the seller has the tags. It's really nice. I think this is a cute design. But you don't want to be fooled because since the old alpacas are kind of cheap, people might just be buying tags and trying to rip you off with the old tags by saying it's like, you know, counterfeit, knocked off, and they're like, oh, but it has tags. That's not always the case anymore. I mean, as Rosie showed you, it's they're getting really good. So then you're going to want to look at the old tag. The old tag is Arpakasso, okay? So if you see Alpacasso and you see one of these styles, it's not the same thing. So it's actually really cute. Look, it's kissing. So yeah, so this one has the two tags. It's also kind of curly. And let me show you its tag over here. So Arpakasso, right? Arpakasso. And this is Alpacasso. They're both like pink. See, if you look at it, they're both, well, one kind of looks yellow, but it's actually pink. Sorry, it's because it's next to my choco cat. So, yeah, so go ahead, enjoy. I just really love, they're so cuddly. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys go. Go ahead, practice, make handicrafts, go for it.